Wake up. Wait,
Wake
wait,
up,
wait, wait.
everybody.
Wake up.
No
Wait,
more
wait,
sleeping in
wait.
bed.
Nah, wake up.
No
Wait,
more
wait, wait,
sleeping
wake up.
in bed. Welcome
Good.
to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
And this is Qiana.
And this program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project of the Community Development and Training Center, aka See That.
See that.
And we'd like to thank y'all for tuning in, helping us to redefine what's cool. Because smart is
the new
gangsta.
baby, baby.
And if you don't know, now you know.
Now you
Now
know.
you know. Now you know. Charlie Funk, what's good?
Yeah, he up early.
Good funky Friday. I know that's
Yeah,
right.
bring out the funk.
Bring out the funk.
Oh.
Bring out the funk. The
Hey.
funk. The funk. Funkified.
So funkified.
So
funkified.
Hey. Yeah.
It's a brat tat. Okay.
Oh yeah. The BRATT. I used to love the brat too.
Me too.
Brat was like my jam. I used to ride out to the brat tat. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna just do this while we keep going.
She came out and was like, yeah.
First female artist go platinum, they said. That's what they said.
That's what they said. First female artist to go platinum.
Yeah. There was a lot of female artists before her, but I guess she was the first one to do it.
You know, like what it is. So since it's just Freestyle Friday, and we have a lot of talking about today, though. We really do.
We got a lot.
Hey, Tiff.
Tiff, what's good?
The thing when you be like the first, right? Like the brat and stuff like that. And what I love or when I think about this is the people who came before you paved it so you can, because there was nobody had an idea or a plan to let this happen. Like, you know, they were like, no, we're not going to let you in the industry. Like, and then like you have a female artist that like get through the cracks. Yeah. And then another one come in and make it a little bit bigger. Yeah. And then it like kind of expands so that it allows you to be able.
Because of, like that's the story of like black people, right?
Right.
Right. Artists, I hear you, but I'm thinking like more broadly. That's how it happened with us as a community of folks. So
it is.
Yeah.
So when you think about like your successes and things like that, you got, even if somebody didn't hit that number, they still paved the way so that you could. Yeah. And now
shout
that
out
we're
to Salt and Pepper and the
Queen Latifah
and Light, you know.
Yeah, all of those.
Shy Rock. Y'all know Shy Rock and the Funky 4+1. You don't know nothing about that. That's for your time.
I hear you.
Funky 4+1. Google them.
Look.
And put them in your playlist.
Put it in your playlist.
Put that in your playlist. Yeah.
And when I say that, so I think of Carissa.
Okay. Right now, okay, with her and Layla and yeah.
She wouldn't be where she at if Layla didn't do what she did.
But I've heard Clarissa say that though. That's the thing that people miss. She said that, and she always big up Layla. It was like from you looking like that because it's clear that you might have just started following this thing.
No, not just started.
Because I was checking her out a long time ago, maybe about 3-4 years ago, when Layla was actually still boxing and she was kind of on her come up.
Yeah.
And she always gave, Layla her flowers.
Yeah.
Shouted her out. She even said that at one point they was like, that was like big sis. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but then something just switched.
Well, Layla said something on a interview that, rubbed her the wrong way.
She told her she was a mean girl and stopped.
No, that was before then.
Oh.
Yeah, she said she ain't had no skill. Oh. And she was like talking, So Layla kind of poked. Layla throw some shade at her.
I'm gonna go back.
Yeah, you gotta follow that. Yeah, you gotta like check that timeline out. But that girl ain't started with that woman. She ain't started. She ain't started. But she like, okay, since we in it. But she didn't start it from what I saw. James, what's good, brother?
I can't see what
he said. Shields by knockout. That's all. Shields by knockout. What's good with you, man? I like that. I appreciate that. James always support too, man. I'm talking about like Silver Lake Boys Associated, and he always like going back to Power Plug, the Man Cave. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Good people's doing good work. Do you have a would you rather? Friday night done right is tonight too.
Oh, you got one more after this, right?
Yeah, tonight, and then next Friday is the last Friday. But tonight is going to be lit. So it's community fish fry. Starts at 6. The gym is open, so we're going to have the gym open. We got a DJ out there.
And the gym open till 11.
Yes. Yeah.
Not parents.
Yeah.
You have to come and sign your children in.
Saying that you know where they're at. That's all you got to do.
Go party after that and be back at 10:45 to pick up your
Come
kid.
Get your churn.
Or at least 10:59. No later.
That's right. My wife is on. Hey, sweetie.
Hey, twin flame.
And I see Councilmember Gabbard. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate y'all that you're doing for the community. And we're going to talk about that a little bit later. We're going to talk about what happened at the City Council Committee of the Whole yesterday as a part of the Committee of the Whole budget review, where council members actually, had conversations and questions about the budget and the priorities and what's there and what should be there and what is. So, yeah, it's going to be a great, robust conversation. But again, come to Child's Park, man. It's going to be really, 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 really great. We're doing the Friday Night Done Right. I also want to thank the volunteers who've been showing up consistently to support the Friday Night Done Right movement and that work. And then, so you got the community fish Friday night. Then next Friday.
But before you go to next Friday, we have Enoch Davis Center.
Okay.
Back to school on Saturday. Starting at 11 a.m. It's free. Book bags, school supplies, book giveaway, family resources, and more. Bicycles, tablets, groceries. So make sure you're there. And then they have a challenge room. Are you smarter than the 5th grader?
Uh-oh.
Another game room, test your skills. So yeah, go ahead.
And then also the speaking of the backpack giveaways, the 4th annual Bounce Back to School event is back and bigger than ever. It's Saturday shops at Tropicana Field. They're asking that you come on out, join them for a community celebration featuring 2,500 free backpacks stuffed with school supplies, 1,000 uniforms. Bounce houses, food trucks, vendors, and a $500 chicken wing cook-off. That's going to be at Tropicana Field, Lot 1 from 4 to 8 on tomorrow as well.
So I had some new chicken wings yesterday.
Okay.
About Zamar.
Okay.
It's a Haitian. They set up like a food truck.
Okay.
It was chicken wings with some macaroni and cheese and black rice.
You said chicken wings and macaroni and cheese. I just thought I was like, that's some soul food for real.
And to be honest, I got it and tasted it. But they were, they knew in the neighborhood.
Okay, good stuff.
It was tasty. I didn't.
Qiana approved. Miss Debbie, what's good? George, what's good?
Yeah.
Good stuff. And also, if you are looking to, if you have a podcast and you're looking for a place, 99 Jams podcast studio is ready and open for rental. The first show is free. You can call and find out more at 813-419-2035. Do we have a would you rather or not?
No. Oh, you was asking me.
Yeah, I was kind of throwing it up. I knew you didn't, and I was hoping you would find one while I was doing that other stuff.
Because of stuff. But you know what? It's really quick to find a would you rather.
That's why I told you the alley-oop. While you're doing that, also keep in mind, y'all, that the utility rate changes are coming to St. Petersburg in October. So attention, St. Pete residents. Changes to your water, wastewater, stormwater, reclaimed water, and sanitation utility rates are being considered as well by the City Council for the upcoming fiscal year that will start October 1st. Why the increase, you ask? I'm glad you asked, Qiana.
Why the increase?
I'm glad you asked that. The city is investing in modern infrastructure to prevent service disruptions, reduce flooding, and improve long-term resilience against climate change. These upgrades are critical to maintaining safe, reliable, and clean water services for our community. Key dates for you to know: August 14th is when council will set the public hearing date. I think that's already been done. And from what I saw, it was maybe September 11th is when it's going to happen as the first public hearing. But y'all check it out. And if you'd like to know more information about that, stay in tune to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. Or if you have questions, you can contact the City of St. Pete by calling 727-893-7280, or you can visit stpete.org for more information.
Okay, so here we go. And Sean is with me. She loves Lily.
Yeah, twin flame, of course. Like that goes without saying. Look, you think just because she my wife, she always agree with me?
No, I know she does.
like we have the same debate and conversation, and she usually on your side in most things. Get on my nerves sometimes.
That's okay. Okay, so I have would you rather.
Okay.
It's not like a real thought, but it is a good one.
Okay, would you rather?
Go ahead.
And just so that you know, would you rather? Would you rather segment is brought to you by Jerish Martin. So when you're looking for high quality entertainment curation and top tier event stage management, look no further than Jerish Martin. Jerish Martin LLC offers professional entertainment consulting, artist coordination, and event management services to bring your next event to life, ensuring a seamless, exciting experience for your audience. Y'all get with Jerish Martin. Would you rather?
I have two would you rather.
Okay.
And they're totally different.
Okay.
But okay, so the first, would you rather be able to cook well?
Okay.
Or sing beautifully?
Cook well or sing beautifully?
They have nothing to do with each other.
Cook well or sing beautifully? You first.
I don't know, because I can do both.
Oh, okay. You already can do both.
I would say I'm not a Cheyenne singer.
Okay.
Okay,
Cheyenne mama though. So
I'm Cheyenne mama.
Okay, that was that whole standing on the shoulders, paving the way for those who come before you.
Right, because she can do circles around me.
Okay.
Singing. Let me just
say go ahead and say that.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I think I'd rather. I would like to cook well.
You like to cook well?
I would like to cook. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm probably gonna be cooking more than I'll be singing.
You can make money for either one.
Yeah, but I can stay alive a long time if I cook well.
Okay.
Yeah, because food is your medicine, right?
Sing into your soul.
And then go back to that food truck and get some of them wings and macaroni and cheese. Right?
Oh, listen.
No, I'm gonna go with cooking well for 200.
Yeah, I'm really torn, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, I am.
Tell me, y'all. Okay, my wife says cook well. She absolutely do that.
Yeah,
she got that handled. So yeah, appreciate you. Cook well. That's where I'm going. James, what you doing, man? You cooking well? Tiffany gonna cook. See, we got to cook.
You got to cook.
Cooking, man.
You want us?
Yeah. That's a transferable skill.
It is.
Yeah, I love it. I love to be able to cook well.
So everybody else said cook well. I'm gonna go sing.
Keisha said she gonna cook well to my daughter. Hey,
I probably would have went with cook because I'm with you, but everybody else done went with cook. So I'm going.
Oh, you're just gonna be the contrary.
Yes, I'm gonna be. Yes, I'm gonna. So I'm gonna go with sing.
Okay, take singing and I'll take cooking, and then we just get together and have a blast.
Okay, so here we go.
I do the food, you do the entertainment.
Okay, there we go.
How about that? Yeah. You got another one you said?
Yeah, and one more. And this is just kind of tell you kind of who you are.
Okay.
Would you rather tell the painful truth?
Okay.
Or a comfortable lie?
Painful truth. Hold on. I already know what my answer is, though. Painful truth.
I know what mine is, too.
Or comfortable lie.
Mm-hmm.
I can't spell comfortable. Comfortable. I'm going to go with the painful truth.
I am, too.
Yeah. I guess, yeah.
Cause you struggled no.
I thought my first initial gut reaction, of course, is the painful truth,
right?
But then a comfortable lie. When does a comfortable lie have its place?
I don't know.
With your children, people tell comfortable lies to their kids all the time.
They do, and they tell their kids to tell comfortable lies too. And you don't even realize it.
Yeah.
When you go to school, tell them something. Y'all overslap.
Yeah. If they ask you, yeah. You got it. But what you gonna say? So I mean, comfortable lies
when you think about
real things.
They are real things. That's why I thought it because in certain situations you think of okay, I'm running late. You tell your job, I had a flat tire.
Okay.
Instead of I woke up, I hung out all night, I got drunk. I'm sorry,
No, I had a supervisor who broke me out of that. Long live J Dub. He was one of my mentors. We worked at a call center together, and he broke me out of the comfortable life for the call in because he was like, you know what? You call in. He like either you're coming or you're not. Like he didn't even ask for a lie. He was like, you coming? And it's like, no. Well, I gotta click. He would just hang up.
So
like when you started to tell why you ain't coming,
he just hang up.
He just hang up. Click. And so you knew, hey, look, I ain't coming today.
Nobody.
That's all he needed to know. He didn't need to know why you wasn't coming. What's your reason? Like he would just be like, either you in, or you out. So I can go ahead and move forward.
That's kind of like when people do their pitches to me. Like when they call it, don't give me, just tell me what you want, and then I'm gonna tell you yes or no. Nobody's comfortable with saying, telling a lie.
Okay, or let's say everybody's doing the painful truth.
No, you be say who's comfortable with it.
Oh,
right. But okay, confronting. Let's change comfortable to comforting.
Who's comfortable with the lie?
The person who telling
it. No, maybe you do have people that's comfortable telling lies.
No. I've seen people.
Oh my God.
Who just lie for
just for conversation.
That's the one thing I hate.
Okay.
Well, I probably hate some other stuff.
Okay.
But like
one of the things.
One of the things.
Yeah.
Don't volunteer me lies.
Okay.
Like if I don't ask, don't volunteer because I really don't care.
Yeah.
Like if I'm probing, I probably already know the answer.
So why do people lie?
Because they know they wrong.
So I heard Minister Farrakhan answer that question this way one time. It was 1999, Holy Day of Atonement. And he was talking about, standing on truth and, and why people lie. And he said, one of the reasons that people lie is because they are afraid of the consequences that come with telling the truth. And so, the truth that you're telling, especially if it's against you, comes with consequences.
Yeah.
So you want to avoid those consequences. And you try to avoid those consequences by telling the lie. Qiana, did you eat that cookie? Well, why you lie? Because the yes probably going to get you into
a trouble, a pop, whatever
whatever the consequence is. And so in a lot of cases, not all, but in a lot of cases, people lie because they're afraid of the consequence that comes with telling the truth. And so, so when you talk about being comfortable with it, if you're in a position to lie, you're already uncomfortable, right?
Yeah, you are.
Right?
But sometimes people. But that's
right. It's people who
just lie. just wake up and just. But
got no problem. Got no.
Like you woke up. I heard you this morning.
I'm glad I'm not that kind of person, though.
You got some really good sleep this morning. Now you walked past, you saw them sleep. I was up early.
Okay, just lie for no reason.
Why you?
Yeah.
I always get up at 8 o'clock.
That's a segment of the population.
There is a segment of the population just lie, just to lie.
And then you have the liars who are lying for deceptive reasons, right? Like the lie because if I tell you the truth, I ain't gonna be able to get out of you what I'm trying to get out of you. Like I want something from you that the truth will not allow me to get. Yeah. And so in order to get it, I have to, lie. So it's all kind of reasons.
Yeah, I'm with you. Just be quiet rather than a lie. like sometimes, like you give so much information, like you talk so much, and people who lie like that don't realize like they lie don't make no sense.
Okay, yeah.
Like true. Like they started to talk in their mind. It was like, oh yeah, I got it. Like they come in because they're trying to cover up, and then the more they talk, the lie gets stupider and stupider and stupider.
But you committed now. You locked in, and
then you try to clean it up.
You can't be like, you know what? Okay, I was just lying. Let me tell you the truth.
Yeah. Pause. All right. Let me tell you.
So you never catch
JK.
You never catch yourself in a lie. Like you talking, and then you like, you know what? Let me stop lying. Just catch yourself in a lie and stop yourself while you in like mid lie.
I have.
When you talking and it's like, you know what, I'm finna
when I thought about it, like what I was about to was like, I really didn't do anything wrong.
Okay, so right? You was about to go there, and then
I was about to go there. Hey, like, dude, like, and then I was like, you know what, it is what it is, because I really didn't do anything wrong. Yeah. I just knew that they wasn't gonna like the decision that I made.
Okay.
So yeah.
So you trying to a comfortable lie. Right. Comforting, but comfortable,
comforting, yeah.
Okay.
So, but I end up not lying.
Yeah. I'm just at this space in my life that I'm just too old to
not tell the truth.
Yeah, man, and the fear of the consequence, like that's the whole, idol worship God beside God, you start getting into like a whole nother idea of philosophy when you start talking about truth and lies.
People like to lie to get sympathy.
Yeah, that's true.
They do.
God, dog. Yeah, I hate that. I switched the conversation.
Yeah, like, okay, the sky blue.
Yeah. You know, my mama real sick. And you know, she not doing well. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. But then, no, this is a lie.
No, I know. And you see how I look?
Yeah. And like I just saw your mama skipping. I saw her skipping in the grocery store.
And depending on, because y'all know I'm petty, depending on where I'm at on that day, I might call you out on the lie, or I might just let you continue to lie. Like sometimes, you know, like.
How you handle it? Do you call them out on it?
I just said, depending on
what the lie is.
Depending on my mood for the day.
Or do you just take notes?
All the above.
Okay, so you take notes and you do the call out.
Sometimes, like I'm like,
yeah, I guess it depends on the relationship.
It just all depends on
and whatnot. That's a good question. Yeah. So, would you rather take the painful truth or a comfortable or comforting
lie? Yeah, I like comforting.
You go with that one.
Yeah, I know. I'm going with the painful truth.
Go with the painful
because
truth,
the thing is, you don't have to remember. Like you don't have to remember. Like the pain, because you already know what it is. Like when you tell a lie, you have to, because if
you're a good liar.
No, because you usually tell other people different lies.
Okay.
Like you don't, because the story, like you just kind of, because other people know you, so you got to switch it up. Like you don't usually tell the same one.
Yeah, because you got lies that's just like yes or no lies, and then you got like whole story lies.
Right.
And then you got like exaggerations where you just kind of adding a little bit more to it.
And depending on who was there with you with the lie, the person that was there know the truth. And so you can't, so it's too much.
It is. It's a lot that goes with it.
Yeah. I'd rather argue about the truth than to like get questioned about the lie that I'd rather just the truth is the truth. So I'm going with the painful truth.
I hear that. And most people say the painful truth, but they really don't want to accept the truth. So you asking for the truth. They asking for the painful truth, but when they get it, they can't accept it.
A lot of people. So people think that your truth is their truth. So like you think if you are somebody who was faithful,
okay,
and you got somebody that's a cheater, and if you're telling them stuff, regardless, they're gonna think that you lying because that's not their truth.
Okay, hold on. I need to track that a little bit. So say it again.
So we're in here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's say you're a liar.
Okay. I'm a liar.
You're a liar.
All right.
And I'm the truth teller.
Okay.
Every time I tell you something, you're gonna think I'm lying because you're always lying.
Oh, so you don't believe nobody.
Right.
Okay.
Because you're the one
because you know you can't be trusted.
So you don't trust nobody else can be trusted.
Oh, that's miserable.
Very.
Yeah, you gotta be a miserable person. So you can't. So you know you're not trustworthy, so you don't trust other people.
Right, and I'm just using that as a scenario.
That's a good scenario. I can see how that could happen though, because you looking at people, think you measuring them by your standard that you have for your own yourself.
Right.
And you know that you're not worthy of trust, so you don't trust anybody else.
And so when somebody tells you the truth, you be like, no, I'm telling you. Like this.
Oh man.
Because you're always trying to cover or do something,
like Chicken Little. Is the sky falling?
Right.
Mama Blue, thank you for that. All right, y'all. So we are 2 minutes away from the hour. We want to let you know that we got a lot coming up after the break. If you haven't seen this conversation yesterday, because we're gonna talk about it after the break. We're gonna talk about the MLK parade funding proposal and what's on the agenda for City Council coming up next week. We also have some local headlines about did you see McRae Funeral Home is closed, and Job Corps is up for sale, and the Rays stadium. It's like a lot happening in the news, a lot of stuff going on, and so we're going to talk about it after the break. We hope that y'all can stick around, stick and stay for it. Again, if you're not doing anything tonight, I just want to remind you that it's first Friday night done right. Child's Park, y'all come through at 6:00. We'll be back about 6-7 minutes after the hour right here on the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. Baby.
there is a lot of details still to be worked out here. We have still, of course, agreements to be reached with key trading partner China. Those negotiations due to.
Joseph Aoun called on Hezbollah to disarm and hand over its weapons to the.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Skibidi-dee-bidi-bidi-bidi. Well, all right. Welcome back to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I could keep that. I could do that.
Okay, that's what you can do.
I can't cook well and I can't sing well either.
But you can.
But I can, in my mind, I think I can.
Okay, I'm with you.
Yeah, I sing real good.
In the shower or in the car?
Anywhere where I'm by myself and can't nobody hear me.
And can't nobody hear you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I sing real good. Welcome to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club of your brother John.
This is Qiana.
And this program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project at the Community Development and Training Center, aka See That?
See That.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And we'd like to thank y'all for tuning in, helping us to redefine what's cool, because smart is
the new
gangsta.
Baby.
And if you don't know,
now you know.
Now you know. So before the break, we did the Would You Rather question. And the Would You Rather was, would you rather have the painful truth or a comfortable lie? Put that in the chat. Let us know what your thoughts are. We got a lot of headline news and stuff that's going on in the world. We're going to run through that real quick. And then after we get through that, we're going to talk about the St. Pete MLK parade and the funding conversation that came up on that yesterday. So first thing we got here is historic McRae Funeral Home sells after nearly 100 years.
Wow. McRae is on 9th Street.
On 9th Street, yep. So McRae Funeral Home has been serving the community for nearly a century, has announced that it is for sale. Matter of fact, Taisha Scantlin is the agent that I saw on the sign. So if you want to buy McRae at that building, get at Taisha. But current and former community members are sharing lots of memories about the family-run business and the closure approaches. And so one of the things that I saw with the sale of McRae and the conversation that it kicked off was, how do you handle pre-planned funeral arrangements? So like, if you go and prepay for your funeral arrangements and you say, I want to have McRae do my services, and then McRae closes, how do you handle that? Like, that's a conversation that's happening as a result
I
of
didn't
this.
think about it, because you never think like, okay, if not McRae, my next choice is Smith.
You never
or my next choice, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like I got
Lawson.
like Lawson. I got Lawson. It's kind of where I'm trying to.
I know. I'm probably gonna go to Lawson.
You know what I mean? Like I know Ben like been so solid on so many different things,
and I like Danny Davis too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But yeah.
But it's just like thinking about that. This closure and this sale has caused people to think about, okay, if the funeral home that you have directed your family to use, if that one closes, you want to start thinking about what comes after that.
You got to think a couple of funeral homes have closed.
Yeah.
Krill, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Krill was a few years back. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And that was a staple. Like that was the go-to for a long time.
Absolutely.
And then the one on 49th Street.
That was Mount Zion.
Yeah.
And they closed.
And twice.
They had some crazy stuff that caused them to close. But yeah. And so knowing that happens, knowing that they will be closing is something that you want to pay attention to, and get at King Reese so that you don't have to have a fish fry. So if this another part of this conversation too, like with Reno, I talked to him about, his promotion is the stuff that he's doing, the burial insurance, right? Just paying for the burial and like the funeral expenses. One of the things that he was saying that he encounters is people who have life insurance, but they don't have burial insurance, right? And so you end up using your life insurance money
for the burial.
And by the time you get through paying for it, that life insurance money is gone. And so he's offering a product where you can still have your life insurance intact without having to pay the burial insurance. So y'all get at King Reno, man, about that as well. And then there's an update on this St. Petersburg Job Corps. I saw that the city council is also considering buying the campus. Did we talk about that? It feels like we talked about it. We
skimmed by it on Wednesday.
Okay, so yeah, St. Pete officials are actually talking about buying the Job Corps. Shout out to Miss Debbie. She kept us up on that, and I appreciate that. So here's what's happening. Mayor Ken Welch and the city of St. Petersburg are exploring the potential purchase of the Pinellas County Job Corps Center. It's a 16.3 acre federally owned campus located on the Deuces, and they're looking to purchase it to protect the 250 at-risk youth who are currently living there and studying to become get trades and all of those things and may potentially become homeless. So the U.S. Department of Labor has announced a nationwide pause and phased closure of the Job Corps centers that started back in June. And though this has been delayed by the court rulings, there's still a lot of conversations about what to do with these properties. And so despite no formal sale listing, developers have already expressed interest in the St. Pete property, which is valued at over $25 million. And so I definitely will be supportive of something like that.
I would too.
And then the next steps for those who are interested, there's a community forum that's scheduled for August 25th for residents to give feedback. And I think it's going to be some council members, and Kathy Castor is going to be a part of that as well. So y'all.
And our Job Corps is a little bit different than most because the residents from the city can actually go to the Job Corps.
Absolutely.
And most Job Corps, in the city where the Job Corps at, you typically cannot go to that Job Corps.
And we had to bust that myth for years.
Right. Because
people thought that you couldn't live here.
Because they didn't know that at first. And they made an exception for people to be able to go there and still live here, because you used to have to get bust out.
You have to leave your city to go to
which is not a bad thing, because if you were caught in like if you're trapped into your city and you need a change of scenery,
which a lot of people do,
right. So I'm all for it. Move them out so then they get around new people, so you can get a new thought process and not get sucked back into what you're trying to get out of.
I hear that. So definitely would be supportive as the information comes out. We'll be able to make sure that we keep you up on it, because again, that's an important thing that's happening here in the city. So y'all make sure that y'all check that out. Another city council update. City Council St. Pete has taken control of the Tropicana site. They actually fully ended the deal. Like, I guess it was like a process, like a formal process to say, okay, we're not moving forward with that deal. So the city of St. Petersburg has regained development rights to the historic gas plant district after the Tampa Bay Rays exited their $6.5 billion stadium redevelopment deal, a move Mayor Welch called at the time terribly disappointing, but the city is now positioned to drive its own vision forward. So key details starting today, as a matter of fact, August 1st, the Rays will be paying the city $400,000 annually for the next 3 years as a part of a new licensing agreement that covers 4 parcels of Tropicana Field. One 2.3 acre parcel can be redeveloped by the city as early as next year. And officials have prioritized affordable senior housing, the Woodson African American Museum, and workforce development hub. Currently, a feasibility study is underway for a right-sized convention center at the site, and that information should be coming back. I don't know if it's going to be the end of this year.
I like the convention center.
Yeah, absolutely. It's necessary. We need somewhere to go.
Right. I mean,
and that's another draw. We were talking about an anchor for that space, something that would draw people.
Because the convention center, like, you can have concerts, you can do a lot of stuff that, like, there's so much stuff that you can do at a convention center. So, yeah.
Shout out to the city of St. Pete. You was telling me about the woman and the kids.
So yeah, really quick, the lady, I know y'all probably saw the video of the lady who had the unalived children in the car, and it was her niece and nephew that they had been in the suitcase she'd been riding around in that car with them or had them for a year. And there she gets stopped, and the tags wrong, her license suspended, like everything wrong about it. And a matter of fact, while she's talking to them, she's telling them, like, okay, I'm going to be on the news tomorrow. Like, she telling them, like, it's so, like, because she knows she probably, if they took the car and they impounded, and they looked at.
I did see that clip where she was like saying, after y'all see what's in this trunk.
Whatever this is.
I'm going to be.
Yeah.
Famous.
So when she when they about to tow the car, she say, "Hey, can I get my stuff out?" They say, "Yeah." She grab it. She go to get it, and they was like, "What's that smell?" Oh, but she had previously told them she only had the car for a month.
Okay.
And then when they asked
about this lie,
this is a lie, because you got to keep up with
you. Keep up with your lie, right?
Then you go out there because you got these bodies in there. Now it's like, what's that smell? Oh, it's dirty clothes and all this other stuff. We've been sleeping in this car for months and months and months. And so the officer tell the other officer, go smell over there.
Yeah, like, you got to smell that.
Smell it. Like, something, this ain't right.
Yeah.
Go over there, smell it. They make her open it up. Then she tried to take off running.
She tried to. Okay, so that wasn't the girl on 9th Street, was it?
No, she took off running
too. Wow.
Yeah, so
that's unfortunate. But man.
And
I saw like pictures of the children, and that's a sad situation, man.
And so this been happened. They just released it. She got 50 years. She got 50 years.
Wow. Crazy.
And the girl in the car with her, because it was somebody else in the car with her, she had a disability.
Okay.
So they let her go because she wasn't,
Like, okay.
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
That's unfortunate.
So Deion Sanders,
moving. So Deion Sanders, hold on, let me see. Let me just get this. So Deion Sanders, aka Coach Prime, they saying he actually had bladder cancer, and he was really private about it. So University of Colorado football coach Deion Sanders revealed on July 28th that he underwent surgery to remove an aggressive bladder tumor. Following the procedures, doctors declared him cancer-free, and with the tumor fully removed and a new bladder constructed using internal tissues. Deion emphasized the importance of early detection and plans to continue coaching still.
Okay, so you see this, and this can be such a powerful moment and just trying to educate people, but then everybody's worried about who he's sleeping with. Cause
I didn't get that.
Yeah, because Karuchi Tran, who used to go with Chris Brown.
Okay, I remember the name. Yeah.
So I guess
Deion and Karuchi.
Yeah, it's like
that sounds like he might be a little older than Karuchi.
About 20 years, if not more.
Because if she was with Chris Brown,
if not more,
Chris Brown younger than me and Deion older than me.
Yeah, so not even, maybe even more. But you see the video of her crying and walking with him to the thing, to the surgery. So yeah.
Wow. And my daughter, she talked about the thing and said it wasn't even her kids.
It was her niece and nephew that she abused.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
That's unfortunate.
That was.
And then continuing with the sports space,
Shannon Sharpe
officially leaves ESPN. So ESPN has terminated its relationship with NFL Hall of Famer Shannon Sharpe after he settled a $50 million sexual assault and lawsuit back in July, actually last week.
2 weeks ago.
Couple weeks ago. So Sharpe, 57, expressed regret that the timing of the firing overshadowed his brother Sterling's Pro Football Hall of Fame induction. He stated that he's at peace with the decision and continues producing his podcast, Club Shay Shay and Nightcap. He settled though.
So here we go with Shannon. You know, it's a big topic, and I don't even care that it's a white girl.
Okay,
because it becomes a race thing. Like, you shouldn't have been.
Well, okay, but Cat Williams told him.
He did, but Cat
told him though.
My problem.
They were mad with Cat.
But
Cat didn't miss. He had Diddy picked. He had he went there. Go back and watch that Cat Williams thing. But he told Shannon, I wouldn't mess with them white girls. And Shannon, he laughed it off. Now he just had to settle a 50 for you.
And you lost your job.
You lost your job and had to pay all that money.
And I'm not gonna say it's about the white person. It's about the individual. You mess with somebody who don't have nothing to offer.
Okay.
You have the liability and the assets.
But I think everybody got something to offer. There's nobody who has nothing to offer.
But what they have to offer, is it worth you losing?
There you go. I'd say it that way, but I wouldn't say she didn't have nothing. She had something, even if it wasn't nothing. It's just what you consider something.
I almost said something, but I'm on the radio. So I'm not
what you consider something.
I'm not going to go because but when you look at the value that people bring to your life, and when you think with one head or you think with another head, you gotta let the head up here rule the head down there. If that makes sense. Because
what's the women's version of that statement? Because I usually hear that applied to men. Women don't think with their lower desires. How can we say it that way?
Yeah, you call it demonetized.
Oh my God. I wasn't ready. I was not ready. Oh my God. I wasn't ready, Qiana. Oh my God. Okay, well, I guess you're right. And to channel Mr. Edmund. In other news,
they're talk about it.
In other news, God, dog, you right? Dog.
That's what it's called. They be like, girl, you
Matized.
Right.
Oh my God. Oh, don't do that when I'm taking a sip, because I almost like let it go everywhere. Wow. So Shannon Sharpe, he he look like he's moving forward. He has the silver lining, and I think the thing that kind of shows up in this is how when you have platforms and spaces that you can communicate and tell your story. Because if he didn't have like his podcast and those spaces for him to be in front of people and to say, what's going on with him, I think it might have went a different direction.
So this is what everybody makes mistakes, right? Some of it is more public than others. Most people have probably gotten fired from a job within a lifetime, especially where Shannon Sharpe is at in life. Like there's something, it doesn't fit. And it's just your comeback. You know, how do you bounce back from something that you feel that like ruined your life or something like that?
I'm trying to figure out why he settled though, because he went from like, categorically denying it and standing on business to, settling it and saying
it's so many, you just never really, she had enough stuff to go in her favor. To do it. And but she came in there with a mission. Yeah. Like she knew what she was coming to do.
Right.
And so like it was never to love him.
Wow. My daughter said Monique told him to leave them young girls alone too.
Yeah.
So, yeah. He ain't listening. Maybe, whatever this $50 million settlement, wherever it shook out.
But it's an unknown, because
undisclosed amount. Yeah.
So she probably didn't get 50 million.
Wow. I was trying to see that was Charlie Funk saying talk about it. Yeah. All right, this heat, y'all. So be mindful. This is nationwide heat wave and severe weather alert. There are heat advisories that have been issued across the southeastern and midwestern states, and the soaring temperatures and humidity is like off the chain. So several regions are currently under weather watches, including thunderstorms and potential flash floods. Officials are urging vulnerable populations to make sure that you're taking these precautions. And so please be mindful, because also on the East Coast, there has been torrential rains that have battered the East Coast, leading to localized flash floodings, road closures. Cities including Charleston, Savannah, even Jacksonville have issued flood warnings, with the precipitation. I went to Pinellas County School. Precipitation topping 2 inches in under 1 hour in spots. And so y'all be mindful of the weather. Hurricane season, we're in the middle of hurricane season. If you haven't done what you need to do to be ready, please make sure that you prepare and be mindful that, things are changing and the weather's crazy, man. What do you think about that in the context of like, because, a lot of people, when they hear these weather related stories, their default setting is, the end times. And, they said it was going to be like this. They said it was going to be fire on one side and a flood on the other side. And
fire.
What you think? Are we in the last days, Shona?
We always in the last days. We're out. You just never know when everybody's gonna perish at one point in time. So somebody is always gonna be at their last days. Yeah. Right. I mean, to think that like this earth is just gonna stop and there will be nothing else again. History tells us that's not true.
Okay. I like what you said though. We always in the last.
We're always history just tells us because we've had the fire. Because we talked about it when the volcanoes went and erupted and went over the earth. That's why the dinosaurs is distinct. That's what happened to them.
So that was their last days. Yeah.
That was their last. So and there were still animals that made it through that time, you know what I mean? And we've had
the last days for some, and
right. And so
that's kind of the narrative, right? So like some people will survive the last days, and other people may not. So it may be
get your affairs in order.
Yeah. To establish your relationship today. Because if you was looking for signs, the signs are here, and
there's always going to be signs. It's always good. So
Wow. I thought about this too, just on that same topic, real quick. I thought about this the other day. I heard somebody say it. Religion gives you rules and rituals, but it's up to you to establish your relationship. Right?
Yeah.
Because when you get religion is going to give you rules. They'll give you rituals that reinforce, these values. But that personal relationship that you have,
it's up to you.
It's up to you to build that relationship. And nobody can define that. The two people in the relationship are the ones who define it.
Because everybody has their own relationship with religion or their spirituality.
Yeah.
And so just kind of how we said, anchored by faith, regardless of what walk you walk, we're all still anchored by some type of faith.
Right. And that's a relationship thing. But the religion, a lot of people, in my opinion, they substitute the practice of the following of the rules and the practice of the rituals. They use that to determine if you're a good whatever. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But you might be like a horrible person, but you follow all of the rules, all of the rituals, right? Like you're the most ritualistic person ever, but you just like mean.
Yeah. And
like I haven't seen some mean people.
So heavenly good, but
pray all the time.
What is it? So heavenly bound, but no earthly good.
Ooh, wow. In other news, so one of the things that we talked about it in let me see if I got a couple more before we get into this.
No, let's just
you want to just dive in?
Yeah, because everybody we want to dive minutes in because we got to ask Qiana.
We do have an Ask Qiana, and it's a trip, and so we'll talk about this now. So the MLK parade funding and budget priorities conversation. It started yesterday. During the St. Petersburg City Council meeting. Go ahead, tag your friends, tell a friend like this up. We're talking about it now. So MLK parade funding, budget priorities, or cultural devaluation. So today we're going to dive into this story. At yesterday's committee of the whole meeting, City Council member Gina Driscoll, who once advocated for increasing funding for the MLK parade, said that she now wants to pull the approval of the funding off of the consent agenda and have a discussion about it. She said that she believes this is an example. She didn't say it was an example, but in her comments about why, this was going to be a topic of discussion, she said that this is an area where we may be able to scale back on some of these extras because we're in a tight budget year, right? So you being told no, that you can't afford certain things. And then the response of the administration is like, okay, well, if you don't want us, or if you want us to increase funding for something particular, I ain't breaking that. If you want us to increase funding in one area, you got to show us an area where we can take the funding from, because it's like any other budget, right? It's like your household budget. If you're saying, okay, I want more money for shoes, and it's like, okay, well, where's that money going to come from? You got to take it from somewhere else. What Councilmember Driscoll was saying is that since we're saying we can't afford other things in other areas, we need to look at these events and the funding for these community events as an area where we can take funding, scale back, and cut costs on some of these extras. And it kind of caused a big uproar in the community. I would say the online community, and Facebook yesterday was talking about it pretty heavy about it. And the funding in question is $230,000 that was included in the city budget. It was on the agenda to be approved next week so that it can begin moving forward, because MLK is really right around the corner when you think about it from a planning perspective.
And we're really okay. So let's say this. So people ask who got the parade, right? So the Tampa Bay Collard Green Festival, our team received the recommendation to get it. We put in a proposal, and I will say this, a part of the core team for it, I'm very comfortable with our proposal and the numbers that we gave that allocated that $230,000. Let me just say that. It's very detailed out.
I mean, you wouldn't have won if it wasn't.
Right.
And then I saw, I still check the council agendas.
Right.
And I still watch council meetings. How about that?
Yeah.
But I was doing that before, right? I was watching them before, and then now I'm watching them still. And that's what kind of flagged this for me, because I'm watching the council committee of the whole, and I'm like, wait a minute, did she just say, what I thought she said? And pulling it from the agenda. But when I looked at the agenda and I saw the scoring, it said that it was two organizations that had proposals in, and the one that won maybe was like 15 or 20 points ahead of the second one. So your proposal was like Again, 20 points is a lot when you're using a rubric to score.
When we put in the proposal, and it was last minute, but it was very thoughtful, and we know exactly where we want to take the parade or MLK, or the experience that you have for MLK. So this is not just about the day; it's about the experience that you and the education that's gonna be brought back about MLK. And at this point, the whole team and we have agreed we're about collaboration and not competition. So yeah, I'm very comfortable. And what I don't want to get into, because when you first hear it, your emotions kind of go everywhere.
You want to cut the funding from the
right? And so I'm okay with her asking questions.
Okay.
Let me say that. I'm okay with her asking questions because we have nothing to hide.
Yeah, there you go.
Right. We have
no comfortable lies being told. Yeah.
Because we were really clear on where allocated those funds at.
Right.
Now, also the misunderstanding or hers was that they're increasing the budget.
Which is not the case.
This is not this is what was given for the parade last year. Now, also $230,000 sounds like a lot of money.
Some people.
But to put on something like this, it's $1 million production easily.
Yeah.
When you're thinking of everything that goes along with it.
Yeah, because I've seen your productions. I've seen what you've done. And I mean, it's amazing work that you do. And so $230,000 for something of that magnitude is not a whole lot of money. And then the other part of it, because I was you're right, that was part of the conversation, I think, that was cleared up in the hearing, was that this was an increase, but it's not an increase because it was 150 plus the 80, but the 80,000 for the marching 100, I believe, right? It just wasn't in last year's budget. It came from they had to move some money around. Again, you're dealing with a budget. So you move the money around and say, okay, we need $80,000 for this. Even though the budget was 150, they found another 80, put it in, made it 230. And then this year, when they did the budget, they say, okay, the budget is 230. We're going to put it all in here.
Right.
But if you're looking at that and you don't know that that's what happened, you think, okay, we went from 150 to 230. And that's what the questions revealed yesterday.
Right. And also what you're looking at in that 230, there isn't a budget in this is all for the parade.
Yeah. Not for the organizers.
No.
Yeah.
So let's be clear
oh my God.
about that. That 230 does not include the organizers whatsoever. And I mean, and this is going to be a lot on the table to, to pull off.
Right. And so the other part that I wanted to let people know about too, because it said that it was if you watched it, it's on the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club page. You can actually go back and see the conversation for yourself as it happened in real time. This thing about the consent agenda, I want to talk about this real quick, because the way that this works is you have, when the city council gets the agendas and the agenda packet, there's things that are on the main agenda. And the main agenda is these are the points that you're going to talk about. We're going to talk about A1, B1 and run through the agenda. But then there's another agenda that's called the consent agenda. And everything on the consent agenda is voted on at one time. And so it may be 10, 15, 20 things on this one agenda. And then somebody would motion to approve the consent agenda. Once you approve the consent agenda, everything that's on it gets approved.
Right.
And so the parade funding was on the consent agenda. So in that one motion, when it was approved, it would have just been approved, no discussion. So pulling something from the consent agenda basically takes it out of this agenda that gets approved in one vote. And now you actually have a discussion about this particular item. And that's what's happening. And that's going to be next Thursday.
Right.
So it originally was all set, we got the group, we got the budget, we're going to put it on consent, pass it, move on, start organizing. By pulling it from the consent agenda, now it becomes a report item, and then you have to go in and have a conversation about it as council members. And that's a standard practice. And so just for those who are, okay, it's being pulled, the funding is being pulled, not in the way that we think the funding is being pulled. It's being pulled off of this agenda so that the community can have a conversation, or the council can have a conversation about it. And it also gives an opportunity for the community, if you are supportive of this, to come in and say, this is why you support it.
And come in and stand up and let city council know that you're for it.
Yeah.
I see you say, what other events are on the table for budget cuts? They didn't talk about any other Not from what I heard.
Specifically, no. There was no specific events that were discussed to be cut.
And I will tell you this: that's another pitfall that I do,
or scaled back.
Right. That's another pitfall I don't want to go in. That you then try to play different organizers, teams like the gay
came
pride.
Up. Well, why Pride ain't getting cut? Why the Patty Fest or whatever,
or whatever. The last thing you want to do is take this community and try to divide it.
Yeah, over pittance.
Right over here, because what you do over here and over there, and next thing you know, I don't want the Pride organizers to be like, oh, the MLK organizers feel this way, and I don't want to go down that pitfall either. I really want to stay true to what's going on and the questions that's going to be asked. Yeah. And so that we can move forward, because what we need to do is, regardless, the MLK parade is coming. Yes. There's funding that needs to happen to get started. And so we're behind the 8 ball, because you usually start, I know the last organizers for the MLK parade started in August. Yeah. And so, and that's 6
which is today,
right. And so we just need to kind of move forward.
Absolutely. And I think George Smith did a good job of explaining the difference between like this year's, what's proposed for 2026 and what has happened in the past. I think he did a really good job of making that clear. Remember, y'all, that the MLK funding for this is not new. This is not new funding. It is in the budget. It's the same level of funding that they received last year. And it's just interesting that to your point about the division, because it did come up like, well, what about Pride? And why did Pride get an increase? Like, that was a part of the conversation too. And it's like, well, nobody got an increase. We're giving them what we gave them last year. Right. It just looks different in the way that we submitted this package.
And really what you look at is, I will say, there's a lot of events that you think that gets funding. Okay. That you be like, oh, you do, and I mean, it's personal interest. Yeah. I will tell you, when you sitting up there, some people will see the value of it and other people won't.
That was another part of the conversation, was like, to even consider scaling back or cutting, funding for the MLK parade. Does that speak to how you value it? What are your thoughts on that? Let me see. Councilmember Gabbard, there's no reason to single out this event. Looking forward to voting yes next week. Thank you, Councilmember. Appreciate that. And then for those who are interested, the city council meeting is scheduled for August 7th at 9 a.m. There's a link in the chat. Thank you, Ms. Teresa, for sharing that. And we're encouraging people to come out and let your voice being heard. To single out MLK as an event, we said that there's no reason, but everybody has their reasons.
Right, they do.
You just don't know what they are.
But I will tell you this: if you follow,
that's one thing the city council taught me. Yeah, when I thought this stuff was happening for no reason, it's a reason. I just didn't know what it was.
Right, whatever their personal reason. But if you looked at the growth of the Tampa Bay Collard Green Festival and where it's gone within the last 3 years, and so like this is the 9th year of the Tampa Bay Collard Green Festival. Last year we had 20,000 plus people that come right there on 22nd. Yeah.
How much money did the city give you for that? Pregnant pause.
Yeah. So
I'll take that. We're just sitting there. But
and so moving forward, like as an organization and somebody who takes very I'm in this. Like this is what I do. This is my passion. And so you can just imagine what we do with no budget.
That's why I
with no budget. With no budget.
Yeah. It's gonna be amazing. It's really going to be amazing. Yeah.
Right. And so, and the input, like I'm in the community, like I listen to the people, what they like, they don't like. And I know what's exciting to me and my peers and all this other stuff. So just look forward to the MLK being.
I think it's going to go through. I think it's going to pass. I don't think there's 5 council members that would say no to the MLK parade. So it is, one of these exercises like, okay, why are we doing that? And I agree, Councilmember Gabbard. To us, there's no reason to single out this event. But again, you never know what people's motives are. And I think we're in a season where, people are showing you who they are. Yeah. Right. And they kind of revealing, things that you might not have expected. Because again, you know, the conversation started with when I first got on council, you know, I advocated for this increase like as a justification. So like what happened? Why the switch? Why the change? You know what I mean? Like a lot of those things can be questioned, but the bottom line is the MLK parade is a cultural staple. The longest running, I seen it said that it's the longest running in the nation.
It is.
So it's the longest running in the nation because Qiana says so. That's not a Jabbar fact.
That's
right?
not a Jabbar fact.
It's the longest running in the nation.
And look at it. It started in 1986. You know, that's 38 years ago.
Right. And I remember like skipping school.
Right.
Because it wasn't a holiday. Like we had to, like, we declared it our own holiday before it was a designated holiday. I remember like, I ain't going to school today because it's MLK
we
Day.
Did. And
we went to 9th Street to the parade.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it was just an amazing time, an amazing experience. And so to see where it has grown and how it's grown over the years is just something to see. And so the fact that it's being even considered for scaling back when you know that the money that is being given is not enough. You know what I'm saying?
Not enough.
Yeah.
We spent more on drones that didn't get used.
Why you do that every time I take a sip? I gotta drink my coffee before you start. Because you're right. The money that was spent on drones
that didn't get used. You know,
and the economic impact of the parade, like the whole case for it is there. So it is kind of bewildering to say the least to try and figure out why this is being pulled. But I'm confident in our council members. I know I don't think that we have 5 council members or even 4, because if it's 4, then it wouldn't go through.
Don't get me started with the drone.
Don't get me right. I love Councilmember Gabbard. LA says people say follow the money. Is in this situation, I want to follow the motivation because there's something behind the scenes motivating this. Thank you. That's the point that I was making about the no reason. Like there's a reason, we just don't know what it is. And that was something that I learned real quick on council, and it's just exhausting to try and understand where everybody's coming from, what's everybody's angle. And then when you're in this position, everybody has an angle and you got to try and...
Because this is not wasteful spending.
It's not. Absolutely.
It's not wasteful. Because we could talk about some wasteful spending.
Yeah.
But this is not wasteful spending. And then this is a proven, again, 38 years of consistency across the board is not wasteful spending when you're looking at it. And then it's not like the city don't get this money back.
Yeah. Oh, in more ways than one. So it's a lot that's in that. But we definitely wanted to thank the council members who we're looking forward to having their support for this. If you want to participate, if you want to make your voice known, reach out to your city council members. You can email council@stpete.org if you just want to send something. Or if you want to show up in person, the meeting is scheduled for August 7th, which is next Thursday at 9 a.m. If you want to go, they'll give you 3 minutes at the beginning of the meeting. You can talk about why the MLK parade should be supported and encourage your council members to vote yes. Other budget stuff that we talked about we talked about it briefly, the proposed budget, because we said that we was going to give a breakdown and we want to honor that commitment that we gave to the community to do so. I'm looking at the time though. We might have to do this on Wednesday. On Monday.
Okay.
So since Monday is money making, motivational Monday,
we're gonna really dive into
the money. We're gonna talk about the city budget on Monday and really get into it. But we have to take this Ask Qiana question because I think this is extremely important, particularly knowing that we're going back to school in a couple days. So
no. That's my answer. No,
just say no. Just say no. And for those who don't know, the Ask Qiana question is being brought to you by One Community Grocery Co-op, OCGC.coop. We're really building something amazing. The numbers are continuing to increase, and we like for you to be a part of that now and not wait till later. Don't wait until like it's up and it's popping to say I was there the whole time, because we know that you probably wasn't. But but for those who are, we appreciate you.
I was there in spirit.
Those who live, yeah. Okay, don't say that, because I be a lot of places in spirit. I'll be in a whole lot of places in spirit.
Oh, but wait, while we're talking about this, before we move on, we're gonna need more sponsors for the MLK parade.
This is introductory conversation about the parade, just so y'all know.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk a whole after next Thursday.
We're gonna be talking about the parade for now
for 6 months.
Yes,
and then 4 months after that.
Yeah, so, we're gonna be looking for sponsorship for the parade, and think that now we'll talk about it later.
We'll talk about it. More coming. All right, but OCGC.coop is sponsoring Ask Qiana. So Ask Qiana. Her mom crossed the lines at the bus stop. Now I'm caught between rage and reason. Dear Qiana, my 14-year-old daughter got into a fight at the bus stop with some girls she used to be close with. Friendships that fell apart recently over drama. I honestly thought was behind them. But here's where it gets outrageous. One of the other moms who was standing there actually shoved my daughter to the ground mid-fight, giving her own daughter an advantage. As a mother, every instinct in me wants to go see this woman face to face. But my husband says confronting her sets a bad example and we should handle it through the legal system. I get it, but it's hard to stay calm when another adult puts hands on your child. Part of me worries my daughter will think that we're not standing up for her. The other part knows I can't afford to catch a case. How do I show her that we have her back without making things worse? Caught between rage and reason.
I'm not the one to ask.
I'm not
the one. I'm so sorry.
Chat, look, if y'all out there, since Qiana's not the one to ask,
Chat GPT.
Let's ask the audience. What you doing? So, a mama push your daughter down while her daughter fighting her. What you doing? How you handling that?
Honestly, the legal way is to handle it.
Take too long. I'm sorry, I ain't the one to ask either.
But sometimes
we want swift justice.
Yeah, sometimes. But you know what? To be honest, a good old fashioned whooping.
Sometimes.
It's needed sometimes. I'm not the one to act, because you push you push mine, I'm pushing yours.
Okay, that's how you bust bullies.
No, I'm not gonna put my hands on your children. But you're gonna have to see me.
Okay.
you gonna have to see me.
And it's the way that you show up, right?
Yeah,
it's the way you show up. So you can see me. This so you can see them, but you don't have to show up violent with no earrings, grease on your face.
Call me my dear. Call me my dear. Okay. Call me my dear.
As you coming to see them, what y'all doing? How you handle that? Because that's tough. That's tough now. So for those who just joining in, if you missed it, it's scrolling across the bottom. There's a mom who says that her daughter was in a fight with some girls who were her friends. The other girl's mom was there, pushed her down, gave her daughter the advantage to help.
And that's the problem, because I'm going to tell you right there is usually I don't believe in getting in kids' mess. I don't care about the drama with kids, because that's what it builds character. It helps you do conflict resolution, give you ways, to overcome things, right? So I'm not one of the people that's gonna be like, no, I'm giving you skills to fight back. Y'all already know it. You pick on mine, they're gonna come back and pick on you.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like if you everybody that's under the Qiana done went through the school of petty. Yeah. Right. I listen.
So if like joking and cracking on me.
We coming back.
Yeah.
Your mama.
Yeah.
Your mama.
But that's what happened. Her mama was there.
Right. And
that's the whole problem. But
the mama shouldn't have put her hands on the
Should
child.
not. Yeah.
Now you breaking it up is a different thing, but you giving your child the upper hand. Again, the grown-ups don't need to get in children mess.
Yeah.
Two grown-ups can talk and figure it out and give them advice, but every parent is not emotionally mature.
Okay.
To allow that. So when you cross that line and you're not emotionally mature, you got to get these hands if you put your hands on my baby. Now
I'm gonna tell you like Malcolm X. Malcolm X said it this way: we are nonviolent with people who are nonviolent with us.
Thank you.
But we are not nonviolent with people who are not nonviolent with us. So if you never be the aggressor, right? But if you are attacked, you have the God-given right to fight with those who fight with you and defend yourself. Right?
And that's
like we believe in self-defense on this side.
And I believe in walking away too. But when it's time to fight, and you gotta give people, because again, it takes a strong person to walk away from something,
really
right?
It
does. And there's a lot of situations that you got to walk away from.
And that strength is built over time.
Right. But there's some things that you can't run from.
Yeah. You can't avoid a conflict that's already happening.
Right.
You have to resolve it.
And resolving is something you want to think that everything's going to be peaceful, but it's not. That's why you see all these wars that happen. Like, this is reality. We cannot change the reality that sometimes there's going to be a fight.
Yeah.
This is real life. To paint a picture that everything is gonna be,
you could just pray your way out of it.
No, it doesn't happen. Even in the Bible, there was fights. There was wars. There was things that happened, and you got to know when to step up. And when to step back.
Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, he said that you should never stop fighting to pray, but you can stop praying to fight. Right. So if you're praying and a fight break out, you stop praying and you go fight. Right. And if you're fighting, you don't stop fighting to go pray.
No.
And when you fighting, you don't pray for peace. You pray for victory.
Yeah.
That's what that was one of the things that, like, when I started hearing those kind of mantras and narratives as a, 19, 20-year-old black man in America, it was like, you know what? Yeah, I kind of like that. I like that better than like getting my cheek turned and
because
playing,
you know what
what I mean, I like that kind of spoke to my spirit.
Because
you know what I'm saying?
If somebody slap you, right, your first reaction is to hit back, and they're telling you not to do that. Right. No,
I think that applies. It has an application.
It does.
That has a place, right? Not saying that that's totally invalid, because a lot of times I've seen us where we take this eye for an eye approach with one another,
right?
But then we turn the cheek and be quick to forgive people who don't really have our best interest at heart.
And what I did, like, we had a misunderstanding. It's no real malice in it, right? You know what I mean?
But you want an eye for an eye.
Oh no, you da. But then somebody that don't have your best interest, you like, I ain't worried about it.
Forgive and forget and move on. And so I think we got to really define or get a better understanding of those mantras and those principles.
But there is some things that you could do if you don't want to take it violently, right? I'm going to tell you. I remember when I was a little girl, right? A young girl, my godfather, nobody don't really know who he is, so I won't even say his name.
Okay.
So my godfather, he was dating this girl, and she accused him of like dating me, like something real crazy, and was disrespectful to me.
Okay.
He brought her to the house and made her apologize to me.
Okay.
Right? And go through all of this stuff, which humbled her.
Yeah.
To no degree. And then he stopped dating her after that too.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you can have there is other ways that you can handle it,
Let's see what the people say real quick while we got our time. Dan says, file charges against the mother. And look at the police budget, right? They got resources over there. Dan. My wife says today people don't fight straight up, so you have to go to the criminal system, because the fight that you think you're going to have, you may not be having that.
This is true, because you want to come home.
Yeah, you want to go home, and then you think that you're going to address it, and like she probably said, go get your mama. When you come back with your mama, it ain't gonna be the way that you think it goes. So yeah, you can avoid that by taking the legal route. I hear that. Yubi says, show the child a better way to handle the situation. Now, on the other hand, I make my kids beat up your kid every day until you see me. Oh my God. So it's tough. People shoot and jump, and they don't fight straight. They don't fight straight up anymore. So yeah, I hear that. And then LA says, taking your time allows for careful planning and more calculated response. Right? So there's ways that you can address that without like getting physically violent.
You really can.
And then again, not being the aggressor, because if this is something that happened that you didn't see, right? And now you're going to approach and confront this other person. If it go bad and you really end up hurting somebody badly, now you got a whole premeditated situation happening. You know what I mean? Because like you had time, space, forethought, and all of those things. And if you go and you really engage in that way, and it, you know, somebody gets hurt, you still have, you
definitely seen that. And the husband, somebody has to be level headed.
Yeah, somebody
and the husband is. But this is a conversation. But you never want your children.
That's tough though. What's that?
You are still a little cute.
Oh, you was a little girl. I thought about that. I actually thought that in my mind. But you be saying like, you still a little girl, not girl, but little. Got it.
Yeah, but yeah. That
weigh your options.
Really do weigh your options.
Use good sense, and we joking about it, but I think at this point in my life, I would want to see the parent be ready for whatever, but I'm not going to fight you.
No, I'm not.
But I'm ready for a fight. But I'm not. But I do want to have a conversation.
We're gonna definitely have a conversation.
Like I want to have a conversation, and then depending on how you respond, will depend on how this conversation goes. But I'm coming in peace. I ain't coming to fight.
And that's okay.
But if a fight break out, I'm ready for that too.
And I mean, honestly, I don't have to hit you to make sure your tire's flat.
Oh, that's LA's, take your time. Allow for a more calculated response.
You could be walking by me, you might trip. Oops, my bad. Something like, no, I'm just joking.
No, this is another point that my wife bring up, and this is a really good point. She said it's a lot of people that should have gotten it, but I have to humble myself.
Yeah, because you think about it, it'd be like, oh,
you supposed to get it.
Yeah,
and there was a time in my life where I would have given it to you.
Right, and maturity makes you not give it to people.
And then it's people who know you from your previous life where they know to expect you that you're gonna get it. But then you got people who like this new life
don't know,
have no idea that in your mind you like already done drugged them so many different ways.
Ooh.
But then
it's okay.
Yeah, I gotta go home.
I ain't going home.
I gotta go cook. I gotta cook tonight.
No, but all jokes aside, the husband is right. I mean,
yeah,
because
don't choose violence if you don't have to. But again, I would want to have a conversation. You gotta protect your household, though. Yeah, so I think you can. There's a way that you can show your child that you have their back and that you're standing up for them without being violent. And so you don't have to resort to violence. Again, we are peaceful with people who peaceful with us, but we not nonviolent. If you get nonviolent, I'm not turning no cheeks.
Put your baby in boxing.
My idea of turning the other cheek is turning your cheek.
Yeah.
Your cheek is the other cheek.
But put your baby in boxing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Karate, do something so next time she is more prepared for whatever, and so that she can defend herself. But so that's really
that's right.
All right. Okay.
All right, y'all. So great. Ask Qiana again, brought to you by OCGC.coop. Lots of good things happening. So next week we got a power packed week. We're going to talk more about the city budget. There's also a big announcement that we'll be making on Wednesday. So you'll see more about that coming up. It's going to be big. Bigger than big.
Something you never seen before.
Right? Something you've seen, but you never really looked at.
Okay.
One of those types of things. You've seen it, but you never really paid attention to it.
Friday night done right.
Tonight. And it's going to be lit. And then this weekend, y'all get out, get some of these free supplies, free backpacks. It's tax-free weekend. So
up to $1,500 that you can spend.
Can talk about all of those things, but definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in, tapping in. If you like what you're hearing, man, share it with somebody. Don't keep it to yourself. Up next is Sister Hughes.
Lose your shoes.
And shout all around the house. This has been the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
And this is Qiana.
And we out.
Bing, bing.